Salutations, ladies and gentlemen. In this video, I wanted to warn you guys about something that's been happening recently that I just really do not like. So, if you've been doing marble racing for a little bit, you definitely know what the Algobox is. And for the people who are unfamiliar with it, it's a thing inside the Algobox app where you can put your scenes onto there and other people can download them, modify them. It is definitely important because not only is it a place where you can learn how to do specific things, but it's also what most of us use to look at marble races and to modify them. I know when I first started making marble races in 2015, I definitely used it quite a bit. However, for the longest time, there's never been an issue about people trying to steal the marble races from there and try to claim as their own. Well, until recently, because I found quite a few channels who, I'm not kidding, take marble races from the Algobox, record them, and claim them as their own. I'm not going to list all of them, but I am going to talk about a couple of them. The first one I'm going to talk about is THC Gaming Mobile, and this is definitely the largest one by far, with it having over 17,000 subscribers. For comparison, Doc671, who by the way was terminated earlier this year, only had around 10,000 subscribers, and is generally considered one of the best OG marble racers to exist. I'm not going to claim that all of his races are stolen, but something that I've noticed is that quite a few of them are. I mean, he stole Doc671's The Amazing Marble Race Season 1 Part 1 race, and heck, he even stole my Race to the Bull course I made a few months ago. And that leads me to the second person I wanted to talk about. Bananas. Let me set the scene for the story. So, a few months ago, I created the first episode of my LG Go Saffron series, and I used this Race to the Bull set. Now, it isn't fully original because I did take Riggs Demma's the Race to the Bull race and modified it, but I still am pretty proud of it, and I would consider it kind of a modification instead of a full-out copy. Well, Bananas decided to record the race and never gave me any credit. Now, this is on me because I did put the race in the Algobox and anyone can use it, and there's no way that you can really put any copyright on those races. But for comparison, that video has nearly 8,000 views, while my Algobox Saffron video doesn't even have 2,000. It means that this video has 4 times the amount of views as mine, even though it fully copied mine. In fact, I'm wondering how many people watched that video first, watched my video, and thought that I was the copy because this race is more popular, so it's obviously the original. Now, hopefully people will have better judgment at that because if you look at the video dates, it's fairly obvious that my video came first, and the original scene that the race is on is my account, Marble Races YT. However, that is still a thought that I have in my head, and in case you don't know, I really do not want people to think of me as a bad person. I try to do good things. I'm not trying to make myself look like a role model or hero, but I want people to think of me as a decent person, and I don't want people thinking that I steal races and never give them credit and take them as my own. So, what is the main purpose of this video? Well, I want to warn you guys to not put your races on the Algobox if you don't want other people to use them, because there are many channels out there that will take your races, record them, make videos out of them, and will not credit you in the slightest. Now, I'm not trying to say that you should avoid putting any scenes in the Algobox in general, because I do think it is an important warning tool, but if you don't want someone taking the race and creating it as their own, then unfortunately you're going to have to not allow people to use that race anymore, which is sad because I would love to put some races on the Algobox so other people could learn how to make more races and just play around with it, but now I can't really do that much because someone might record the race and claim it as their own. Now, fortunately, pretty much everyone knows about these channels being scams, and that's just great because the more people who are aware of these channels being scams, the better. But I'm sure there's still a good amount of people who still believe these channels are legitimate, which is a bad thing. So I know my channel is not large enough to start any big movements, and I don't really want to start any big drama or anything. But something that would be nice is whenever you see one of these channels, I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would make a comment saying that it's a copy. I don't want you guys to dislike the video or anything, because that's not going to do anything, especially since YouTube hides the dislikes. But it'd be nice if you guys would warn other people that it's a scam. Now I know it doesn't really work entirely, but it is still a measure to make sure people are aware of these channels, and the more we can get people to realize about these channels' existence, the better. Now you might be wondering, but what if someone was literal and they used a marble race off the Algobox without crying to them? Well, there's a clear difference. In that example, it's a younger person who's trying to make marble races without knowing that, without trying to do any harm. While these channels are clearly trying to make money out of other people's marble races, which is a bad thing. So that's all for this video. I just wanted to warn you guys not to put any more marble races on the Algobox. I really don't want to say that because I do think that the Algobox is an important warning tool for new Algotubers, but unfortunately now you can't really do that without one of these channels stealing your race. So my name is Sebastian, aka Foxrish, and I am out.